Answer me one thing in all sincerity. Have you ever felt that after 60 everything got heavier? Your legs are weak, your energy seems to disappear, and even getting out of bed feels like a struggle? That's that. They told you that this is age stuff, which is normal. But let me tell you a truth that no one has told you until today. It is not. This, in fact, is a cry for help that your body is sending you. It's as if he's screaming, "Please give me what I need to function." And do you know what the biggest mistake is? It's exactly what you put on your plate, first thing in the morning. Breakfast can be the villain that makes you sick, or the secret that makes you live longer with energy, strength, and health. And look, it's not miracle talk, nor a broken promise. It's science. It's a simple, natural formula that I apply every day in my life. I'm 92 years old, I'm healthy, active, and I can guarantee you one thing: muscle weakness, weak legs, tiredness, that is in the past. Now answer me, looking at your own life. Do you want to accept that this is age? Or do you want to find out with me how to strengthen your muscles, recover your energy, your mood, and even protect your memory in a natural way? Because today, I'm going to reveal to you the 5 foods that have transformed my life and can transform yours too. Fatal breakfast mistake. It ages your cells and steals your energy. Refined. You know those days when you wake up and it seems that the body does not respond? The legs are weak, the fatigue already arrives along with the opening of the eyes, and you think, it's age. But let me tell you, this is often not age, it's a mistake. And do you know where it starts? What you put on your plate first thing in the morning. Yes. Your breakfast may be accelerating your aging and destroying your muscle strength without you realizing it. Want to see if this happens to you? Answer me. Does your breakfast have white bread, sweet cookie, pure coffee, and at most, a jam full of sugar? If you answered yeah, I'm sorry to tell you, but this is like pouring gasoline on the fire of aging. This type of food doesn't feed your muscles, it doesn't strengthen your legs, and it doesn't give you energy. On the contrary, it increases muscle weakness, accelerates the loss of muscle mass in old age, and leaves you without energy. Now, if you think the solution is difficult, you're wrong. There is a way, much simpler than you think, and I'll tell you more. Those who discover this never again accept to live with fatigue, pain in the legs, or that discouragement that seems to have no end. Before I tell you what really works, you need to know about an even more dangerous trap that is hiding in your breakfast. And look, almost no one talks about it. The centenarian's breakfast, what they eat every day, and you didn't even imagine. Do you want to know a secret that people who are over 90, 100 years old and are doing well have in common? They don't start the day by putting anything on their plate. While many people wake up and run to fill their plates with bread, cake, margarine, and black coffee, those who understand longevity wake up and think, what am I going to give my body to give me strength, health, and life today? And do you know what they do? They take care of their muscles early in the morning, that's right. Because keeping your legs firm, having energy, disposition, and active memory after 60 is not a matter of luck. It's a matter of strategy. Do you think centenarians live on white bread and coffee? No, they eat eggs, fresh fruit, oatmeal, seeds. And many, without even knowing the name, use something you're already starting to hear here. Whey protein. That's right. Pure protein. No frills, no secret. And let me tell you, when you do this, your body gets the message. It activates the protection of muscles, fights sarcopenia, strengthens the legs after 60, and even improves memory. And look, those who start doing this realize fatigue disappears, the body responds, and that morning discouragement gives way to energy and vitality. And if you're finding that interesting, hold on, because in the next topic I'll tell you about a silent mistake that is destroying the health of those over 60. And maybe you're making it now without even realizing it. Doctors ask, never eat this in the morning, at silent danger after 60. If there's one thing that every serious doctor would tell you looking you in the eye, it would be this. Please, never start your day like this again. But unfortunately, almost no one speaks. And do you know what the problem is? This mainly affects those who are already feeling signs such as muscle weakness, weak legs, fatigue that does not go away, and that discouragement that seems to stick in the soul. You know that white bread, that sweet cookie, that soft cake that seems so harmless? That's pretty much poison disguised as breakfast. Refined flour, sugar, and bad fat are the perfect formula to accelerate the loss of muscle mass in old age, increase inflammation in your body, and in addition make you weaker, more tired, and more vulnerable. It sabotages your energy, your strength, and even your memory every day without you realizing it. And look, there's more. Every time you put this kind of thing in your body, it sets off an internal alarm. Glucose up there, uncontrolled insulin, inflammation running wild. Result? Your muscles can't recover, let alone strengthen. Muscle weakness sets in, the legs become weak, and that cycle of fatigue only gets worse. But calm down, because there is a much smarter solution, and in the next topic, I'll tell you exactly what those with strong legs after 70 do every day without fail. Only those who eat this have strong legs after 70. Secret revealed. Let me tell you a truth that many people have no idea about. If you don't feed your muscles, there's no point in walking. There's no point in doing light exercise. There's no point in expecting miracles. The body needs the right fuel to build strength, firmness, and balance, especially after 60. And do you know what is the mistake that hinders the lives of many people? Thinking that just eating something solves it. The name of the game is simple: quality protein. This is what rebuilds your muscles, strengthens your legs, protects you from sarcopenia, and gives you back that disposition you thought you would never have again. And no, it's not a gym thing or young people's talk. Whey protein for the elderly is today one of the most studied and recommended natural supplements for those who want to regain muscle strength, have firm legs, and live with energy and disposition in old age. And look, it doesn't have to be difficult, expensive, or complicated. When you combine whey in old age with a banana, oatmeal, chia, vegetable milk, and even a pinch of cinnamon, you create a real recipe against muscle weakness. And do you know what happens? The body responds quickly. Those who do realize the legs become firmer, the energy comes back, and that constant laziness begins to disappear. And look, if you think this is amazing, wait until I tell you in the next topic what I do to, in addition to having strength, never know what high blood pressure, diabetes, or that tiredness that brings you down. I do this every morning, and I've never had high blood pressure or diabetes. You know that talk that after 60 it is normal to have high blood pressure, diabetes, weak legs, muscle weakness, and live tired. Lie. This is not normal. This is a consequence of bad choices that many people make, without even realizing it. And who told you that this is part of age, sincerely, deceived you? There is a completely different path. And look, it starts where almost no one pays attention, at breakfast. While most wake up and run to eat bread, margarine, and black coffee, and then spend the whole day complaining of fatigue and pain, those who understand the longevity game do the opposite. He starts the day by nourishing his muscles, strengthening his legs, fighting sarcopenia, and in addition regulating blood pressure, blood sugar, and recovering energy. And do you know what's at the heart of it? Yes, whey protein for the elderly. Want a practical example? Look how simple it is. Take a banana, a spoonful of whey, a spoonful of oatmeal, one of flaxseed or chia, 200 milliliters of vegetable milk or regular milk. Blend everything in a blender. If you want, you can also add a pinch of cinnamon or turmeric. Ready. A real recipe against muscle weakness is made. This, my friend, is what separates those who live complaining about life, of those who get up, walk, smile, and live with energy and disposition in old age. And look, if you found this powerful, get ready, because what I'm going to reveal to you now involves a mistake at breakfast that destroys your energy without you even realizing it. Never drink this on an empty stomach. It's the biggest mistake after 60. Here's a warning that can change your life. There is something that thousands of people do every single day, thinking they are starting well, but in fact, they are destroying their own health. And look, those who feel muscle weakness, weak legs, fatigue that does not go away, and think that this is normal for age, you probably make this mistake without even realizing it. Do you know that black, strong, bitter coffee, taken on an empty stomach? Sounds innocent, right? Or that boxed juice full of sugar that the industry sells as healthy? That's that. This triggers cortisol and glucose peaks early in the morning. Your body understands that it is in danger. Result? It starts to burn muscle, accumulate fat, and give you, as a gift, more weakness, more loss of muscle mass in old age, and that disposition that disappears even before the coffee runs out. But look, those who know this play the health game in another way, because there is an infinitely smarter choice to start the day. A drink that not only nourishes you, but strengthens your muscles, fights sarcopenia, gives you energy, and even protects your memory. And in the next topic, I'll tell you exactly what are the 5 foods that do this naturally, proven by science, and look, are more powerful than a lot of medicine out there. 5 foods that cleanse your arteries and boost longevity, proven by science. Do you want to know what makes a real difference in the lives of those who are over 70, 80, 90? Calm health, strength, and disposition. Take care of the arteries. Because if your arteries are clogged, you know what happens? The blood doesn't circulate properly. The muscles don't get the nutrients they need. And here comes that combination you know well. Muscle weakness, weak legs, constant tiredness, and loss of strength. But here's the good news. There are foods so powerful, yet so powerful, that they are like true, natural cleansers of your arteries. And the best, they are also allies in the fight against sarcopenia, in the recovery of muscle mass, and in strengthening the legs after 60. Take note: avocado, extra virgin olive oil, nuts, fish, rich in omega-3, and whey protein for the elderly. That's right, because in addition to being a very high-quality protein, whey also fights silent inflammation that detonates both the heart and muscles. And look, it doesn't have to be complicated. Imagine starting the day with a spoonful of whey in your smoothie, a handful of nuts for lunch, a slice of avocado for lunch, a drizzle of olive oil in your salad, and, whenever possible, including fish for dinner. This, my friend, is a recipe for those who do not accept living with weak legs, pain, fatigue, and that aging that everyone thinks is normal, but it is not. And if that's already surprising you, get ready, because in the next topic I'll tell you the food that, in addition to strengthening your body, also protects your memory, as few know. The breakfast that feeds your brain and protects you from dementia. After 70. What's the point of having a functioning body if your mind starts to fail? And you know what's scary? The same thing that weakens your legs, that leaves you with muscle weakness, also weakens your brain. Yes. The loss of muscle mass in old age and memory loss go much more together than you might think. But here's the truth that no one tells you. There's a breakfast that protects your brain and your muscles at the same time. It is not medicine, it is not a miracle, it is not a magic formula. It's smart nutrition. High-quality proteins such as whey in old age, combined with good fats, olive oil, avocado, nuts, and antioxidant fruits, form a powerful shield for your brain. This strengthens neurons, improves memory, gives you energy and disposition in old age, and in addition fights sarcopenia. Just imagine, while most start the day clogging their bodies with sugar and flour, those who understand the game of life deliver exactly what their brain and muscles need to work like clockwork. And look, when you put this together with the recipe that I'm going to teach you now, you literally change your life, your legs, your strength, and your mind. And the best? It's a lot simpler than you think. Powerful prescription against muscle weakness. I make it every morning and my legs have never been the same. If you feel your legs weaker, if you realize that any little thing tires you, climbing stairs seems like torture, walking has become heavy, and even getting out of bed has become a challenge, so stop everything and pay close attention, because what I'm going to teach you here completely changed my life after 70, and it can change yours too. When we get older, there is a silent enemy called sarcopenia. It is the natural loss of muscle, and it doesn't give a signal, it doesn't make noise. When you realize it, your legs are weak, there is imbalance, the fear of falling, that muscle weakness that robs you of energy, and it seems that living gets heavier. But here's the truth, this is not normal. Your body is only asking for one thing: protein. And every single day. So take a pen and paper and write down this recipe against muscle weakness, which you can and should do today. 1 full spoonful of whey protein. It can be vanilla or unflavored as you prefer, and yes, whey is good for the elderly. It is safe and natural. One very ripe banana gives energy and still sweetens naturally. 1 tablespoon of oatmeal helps strengthen muscles and heart in addition to providing satiety. 1 tablespoon of flaxseed or chia has omega-3, takes care of the joints and protects the muscles. 200 milliliters of vegetable milk, regular milk or even water. Use whatever you have at home. It's good anyway. Optional, a pinch of cinnamon or turmeric, which are natural anti-inflammatories, great for your joints and immune system. Blend everything in a blender for about 30 seconds. And that's it. Take this in the morning, preferably after a light walk or as your own breakfast. And look, do this for a few days and then tell me here if you haven't noticed that your legs have become firmer, your strength has returned, that fatigue has gone away, and you will even be surprised by your disposition. Now, after all that you have learned today, answer me, are you going to continue surrendering your health to fatigue, muscle weakness and pain? Or will you start today to change your life, recover your energy, strengthen your muscles and prove that aging does not mean weakening? Now tell me. After discovering all this, he answers me sincerely. Will you continue to accept that it is normal to live with muscle weakness, weak legs, tiredness, pain and discouragement? Will you continue to believe this lie that this is just age? Or are you going to start today to strengthen your muscles, recover your energy, and show the world and yourself that aging does not mean weakening? If this content made sense to you, if you want to live longer with more strength, health and freedom, comment below, I choose my health, so I know that you are committed to your own life, your strength and your longevity. Now, if you think this is not for you, if you prefer to believe that there is no other way, then comment below, I'm out. That way I'll know if you want more content like this, or if it's better for me to follow another path. Agreed? And look, if you want to keep learning how to take care of your body, strengthen your muscles, keep your legs steady, your energy up there, and your mind protected. So don't waste time. Subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay here with me. Because here, you will learn everything you need to live long and live well.